Let's see, it's morning. We're here in the gold mining village in eastern Cambodia. It's absolutely beautiful. New wad really built in the background. New music. I don't know, probably 6:30, 6 a.m. Maybe earlier. Started pretty early. The music started before dark, before light up. Pretty amazing all the things you hear, you know. One time you can hear the geckos going, you can hear all the locusts and all it's good stuff. Really, really good stuff.
Yeah, we got to walk around the village or gold mining camp, whatever you might call it, not really sure. But we got to see like the general store happening. A wedding was taking place. Pretty interesting to see the little ceremony. Because this place is so small, they were actually having the wedding ceremony like right in the road. And then having our breakfast at the at a local shop really added it because they gave us great iced coffee, which I love iced coffee, and noodles, and it was really nice interacting with the children, the locals. That was good stuff. Even after I ate, the heat exhaustion was still there. I was really tired. We were up about 7 a.m. and it was really fresh outside, but in the tropics and the jungles and stuff, ask anyone who was over here in the military during the military days, it gets hot real fast, it gets humid real fast, and it'll suck all the energy out of you. Our riding schedules were usually about 4 to 6 hours a day. That was the goal. They were turning into 10, 12-hour days, and in the heat, it was really exhausting. For this day, when we headed out, we had no idea what we were in for. I forewarned Josh before he came on the trip. Stopping is the nightmare on these trips. Every time you stop, your body temperature goes up, you're not getting that convection cooling, and you can hear it in his voice right here.
Got this much water left?
So easy for Josh to say, put all your stuff on.
250 milliliters of water. That's all I got. We've got about 2 hours more out here, and we're stopping every 5 minutes. It's not going to work. We got to keep moving, in my opinion. I'm staying nice and cool. I feel fine on the bike.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel totally fine on the bike.
Okay, good.
When we stop, I mean, if I have water to refresh and everything, that's different. But stopping and not having any water to recharge with, that's going to screw me up. I'll be sitting out here when you come back with water.
Pounds, 15 pounds, I'd be really good, man. Then I could be up with Rennie on this stuff, you know? Be able to throw the bike around better and be able to ride it better. But for only, you know, I'm not a pro. I don't expect to be a pro. This is hot, it's rugged, dirty, nasty, humid terrain.
All right, let's go.
Fully contained.
Let's go.
Do it.
Rennie kept having real problems finding his trails because they do a lot of clear cutting in there to build more rubber tree plantations, farming, that kind of stuff. So a lot of trails get taken out, blocked up real bad. And today was no exception. Again, we were on a course that we should have been on, and eventually we just got ourselves even further into backcountry and further out of Rennie's knowledge of where we were at. Hence, we were lost. Again, I was done. I was in full heat stroke mode. I know I was. I was out, and it was really nice to come up on this little river stream. As soon as I saw it, it was no-brainer. I just stopped the bike. Rennie and Josh just kind of looked at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting off." I got off the bike, took off my gear, at least just my shirt, and I walked right into the river. I didn't even care. I was like done, and it was really refreshing. Unfortunately, after I got out of the river and I felt good, it only lasted about 30 to 40 minutes, and then I was back into the heat stroke mode again. I needed a solid night or two of sleep.
It doesn't appear to be an overfished river, kind of in a preserve, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can see the minnows and stuff in the water. The water's crystal clear for the most part. It's not dirty, dirty water like muddy Ohio River water or Amazon water. I mean, I can see the fish just fine right here, and this is what he's catching. He's catching all these little minnow and shad and stuff.
Yeah, riding through the backcountry, you run into a lot of obstacles, and one of the biggest obstacles here is rivers. You know, they're impassable. They're too deep. So what happens is a lot of the locals they set up ferrying systems where you can take your bike across these little, small rivers, and they set up like pulley systems and everything. So it's pretty nice. It only costs about a quarter to 50 cents to get a bike across if you use one of these systems.
Well, once again, we're hot, humid, and as many other things you have to do in Cambodia after doing crazy waves. Just now we crossed the river with the boat, only one bike at a time, balancing it pretty good. First time I've ever done it in my life. How about you, Josh? First time you done it?
Oh yeah, that was hairy, man. I wouldn't do that every day.
Yeah, that's a pretty different thing, especially with the big bike. I don't know about the little scooters they ride around. That might be a little bit easier. But that was good times, man. Definitely another experience that chalked up on the board, huh? Good stuff, man. Good stuff for all of us.
As we rode, past the river part, my heat exhaustion thing was past it. I was fully heat stroke. I was heat stroke earlier in the day. I had no more water. I was completely out, and I was tired, really tired. And next thing you know, we come into just massive, long sections of sand. And it's not sand like wide sand. These are sands like tire track sand, where you've got ruts and you've got about, I don't know, maybe 2 feet of sand that you're trying to get through. And it just wasn't happening for me. My elbows were down, I was tired, and getting through the sand just wasn't making me a happy camper, and it was exhausting. Yeah, as we made our way through the sand, we finally came up into like a little housing area, a little village or whatever they call it. I don't even know what you call it. It's not like a housing area. There's like a few grass shacks and stuff. But anyway, as soon as I saw it, I could see shade. I got off the bike. I went in to this little hut, and I literally passed out on their floor. I was done. They had no cold water. They had nothing cold at all because there's no electricity out there. There's no way to keep anything cold. There's no ice. But I was able to get some juice, warm juice, and it helped. But I was spent, man. Heat stroke was 100%.
Ice cold shower, ice cold beer, ice cold anything. I just drank warm lychee, and I didn't hit the spot.
You're laughing because you smell it.
I know, I stink.
It smelled like a flower.
I don't know what kind of flower you're thinking.
Look at the area around the place. We're all hiding from it.
station. I have to bring you out.
Doesn't matter.
Now see the beautiful gas station. Not the beautiful, but
Yes, the
nice.
beautiful gas station
Ooh.
attendant.
Oh. Oh.
That's fine.
Okay, tapanang.
That is beautiful.
Sorry.
It's okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
She's nice.
Very.
Yeah, at this point, as we were leaving this village, my elbows were down. I could look. My elbows were down. I was tired. I was struggling a lot. And Josh was hot. Josh was spent too, man. He was tired. And it was getting dark. It was really starting to get dark out. And I just looked at Rennie, and I'm like, Rennie, how much further do we have to go? And he's like, by my estimates, we've got another hour to 2 hours. And I'm like, there's got to be a quicker way out of here. Let's ask one of the locals if they have a faster way out. Maybe they can help us out. Unfortunately, we came across a local with a little scooter, and he took us on a back road. And within less than 2 kilometers, we were back on the main highway, out of the sand, on a regular road, back to somewhat civilization to get ourselves back to a place to get some cold water, something to drink, and to relax. Needed it. Done.
I have to say the elephant was a highlight.
The elephant walking through there?
Yeah.
Delivering the fuel?
Delivering fuel by elephant. That was epic.
That's pretty cool, huh?
And then
There was just too much, man. The waterfalls, the gold mine village, the elephants. It's too much, man. It's just what I was saying. When you do this stuff, you get to see things that nobody else in the world will ever get to see, man.
Yep. Well,
And it takes a different type of person to be able to handle it too, man, because it's not always the easiest thing in the world to deal with. I mean, sometimes we're doing stuff that, it takes you way out of your comfort zone.
yeah, it does. Doing some pretty crazy stuff out there.
Yeah. Just when you stay in places like we stay, and do the things that we do. Rennie, do you know which way we're going?
I've never been here before.
Is that right? You never been here?